I had Steve Grillo on the show last night. Steve put out a new book called Gorilla Parts. He was, of course, involved with the Howard Stern show from like 91 to 98. And if you want to hear it, go over to any of the places I told you when I was talking through Shitty Mike. And you could hear it. But he drops motherfucker in the first 30 seconds. The motherfucker. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. Oh, God. So they got a dump out of it. It's like the old days, like the old Opie and Anthony on WNEW days. There's going to have to be some guy locked in a closet with a 35, 40-second delay, and then the key that you turn that goes to Van Halen if we keep saying something naughty. That's what they did at WNEW for us. So they had to dump out of him a couple of times. Then he said shit a little after that, and I'm just like laughing. I know they can handle it with the dump button, but I'm like, Grillo, we're on the #1 most popular radio show ever, and you don't know how to do radio? And then he brought up a point that I kind of get. He goes, all I've been doing are podcasts. I was like, oh, right. Yeah, because that's the thing. That's what everyone's doing. No one's doing radio anymore. So it's all podcasts. Everyone's got a podcast. So I get it. He was actually on the Opsters show at Get Pads before he did my show later that evening. And I had some comments, he was on Opie. Opie got him first. And I'm like, first of all, who gives a shit? Who gets a guest first? The guy's going around. He's doing every show because he's got a book out. So I don't care. I don't care what shows he goes on. Go on the Opster. Hope he had a good time. My show probably he got to a few more people when he did my show. So I don't care who does other shows. I mean, it's obvious that's never bothered me. We've had people that worked at Compound Media that went on shows of people that I wasn't very fond of. And who gave a shit? Whatever. You do what you want. I ain't the boss of you. So, Grillo drops a mother on regular radio within 30 seconds. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be fun. He seemed like he was, drinking a little bit. Seemed like the Grillo was drinking. But pick up his book, Gorilla Parts, where you get your finer literature. We also took some phone calls last night for the first time, aside from Chris's phone call on my debut episode, or whatever it was, maybe the second one. I think it was the first one. Who cares? So that was good. It'll take a little while to get past what's with one person on Twitter pointed out as, don't take any more dude calls. And I'm like, I know exactly what he's talking about. Dude, it's fucking awesome. Been a fan. Good to hear you. Like, I appreciate it. Don't think I don't appreciate the support and excitement over this. I'm very excited to be on broadcast radio. But, the calls, it doesn't do much for the show. The other people listening don't really, they think, hey, dude, great. I'm glad you're on radio. They think that too. They just don't pick up their phone and call in. But we had a couple of good calls. A couple of ladies called, which that's an interesting take for my show. I always thought any iteration of the shows I've done over the course of the years have been very male-centric guy shows, So when women call up and are able to add something, talk about a topic I was talking about. We talked about stupid Rosie O'Donnell and the Democrats' inability to change their look and what their platform is to the general public, but then they lie and say that they're beloved by the American people, which we all know is a lie. So a girl called in there. I think it was Jacqueline called in, and there was another girl that called it, and it was good. And then a couple of guys, and I like it. I like the phone call thing on regular radio. I stopped doing it here because, technically you guys are a captured audience. You're you guys a captive audience, is it? You subscribe to this. If you didn't like the show, I mean, maybe there's one or two masochists out there that subscribe and cannot stand me. Or maybe there's somebody that subscribes to censor.tv and they like other shows, don't like me, and they accidentally popped me on. And they want to call and say that this sucks or that sucks or I don't agree with your opinions. And that makes for an interesting call. We used to get a lot of those at WNEW. Shut up and play the music. No one wants to hear Dopie and Ain't funny talking. We want some rock and roll. We heard that for forever. Like even years after being a very successful show and enjoying what we're doing, having the listeners enjoy, getting good ratings. Even after all that, why don't you guys shut up and play some music? No one wants to hear. You guys will be gone in a week. And it's like, we've been here for 4 years. But he's probably right that we would be gone in a week because then we did get fired. But truth be told, those calls just never stop. So it's kind of interesting to get them. And I look forward to a few of those during the WABC syndicated show. But it was nice. It was nice kind of taking phone calls. Anyway, that's about it for the weekend wrap-up of that show. Remember, it's 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sundays. Pencil it in. If you don't have the app, go to the App Store, 77 WABC, and download the app. That way you could hear me anywhere you are at any time. They got it up lickety-split last night because I bitched about the week before. It took hours for them to get the show up. And I talked to a lot of people that say, I can't listen Sunday night, but I want to listen to your show when I drive into work Monday morning. And I drive in at like 6 a.m. Well, they can't be uploading my show Monday afternoon or evening when people want to listen to it during their morning drive. So I let them know that. And I swear that shows up by 10:05 last night, very quickly. So I'm wielding some power over there. I'm wielding the iron fist. With listenership comes a little bit of power. We'll see how long that lasts. I hope quite some time because I'm having a lot of fun doing it. People seem to enjoy it. The company seems to like what I'm doing over there. So we'll just continue. It's good. It's a lot of fun.